Jordan with Team J's Classroom Fun, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm super excited to be talking to you about one of the fun back to school events that I know many schools do. Meet the teacher. Now I know every school might do this a little bit differently. Oftentimes where I've been, we have like a night where it's like maybe 2 days before school where the kids and their families can come in. They get to meet their new classroom teacher. They get to see their new classroom, see who's in their class. And so I have a few ideas I want to share with you of some different things I've done over the years. I don't necessarily do all these things every year, but this will just give you some ideas if you are new to Meet the Teacher or if you are looking to revamp your routine. So what I'm going to first start with, and this typically, like I said, at my school, I've had it sometimes in the mornings, oftentimes it's been in the evenings, but it's like a 2-hour event or maybe a 1 hour, depending on what your school does. And again, it's a chance for the kids to come in, get to know you a little bit, the parents to get to know you, and again, for people to get a feel for the classroom. So one of the things I did a few years ago when I taught first grade is I actually did stations. So I had Meet the Teacher stations, and I had 6 stations for each person to go to. And this was kind of nice because, as you know, people tend to all come at one time, and it's hard for you to meet and greet everyone at the exact same time. So this way they have something to be working on. So let me show you what I did for those stations. So let's get into the stations that I use for Meet the Teacher when I've done the station route. The first station was super easy. All I had was for the parents to pick up a classroom schedule. As you can see in the photos, and I'm gonna try to share photos with these, I have a little station tag so they know like what they're supposed to do at this station. And this one, they're just picking up the class schedule. I think it's really good to provide that to parents and families ahead of time. That way they know like what day is PE, what day is this, when do they have lunch, when do they have snack, all those kinds of things. It'll help answer a lot of questions that they might have up front. So that is station number 1. Station number 2, this one was more for the students. So for this one, what I did is I had some cardstock and they actually got to make their own name tags. So this was kind of fun. I had markers and crayons available. This gives you a chance to see their writing abilities, especially in first grade, because you know we're still working on handwriting, although other grades are too. And it gives you a chance to kind of see their creativity, like do they like to color, do they not? Do they like to add a lot of things, do they not? And so this is a fun one too. And this is also nice because then you can laminate these and then you can actually put them on their spots for the first day of school. So it gives them a chance to kind of have some ownership and have something in the classroom. So that's station number 2. Station number 3 was really just for the parents. This is one where I had parents sign up. So depending again on what your school has, maybe you have like a room parent, or you have where like, hey, sign up if you want to help with holiday parties. Or maybe you have parent volunteers that come in to, you know, read with students or help make copies and different things. And so this could be an opportunity for you to have one of the tables and just have all your little sign up sheets, and then parents can sign up for what they would like to help with. Okay, station 4. This one's a little homework assignment for the kids, but don't worry, it's not hard. For this one, I had an all about me bag for them to pick up. So for this, they've just picked up a little lunch sack, and it had a little note on there explaining what to do. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna put 5 things in this bag that tell about them. So it's a little homework assignment. I have them bring it back the first week of school, and then during morning meeting that week or during other times, I have them share. So they'll be able to pull their items out of their bag, and then this way we can kind of get to know each other. So it's a great way for us to get to know them, and a great way for their classmates to get to know each other too that first week of school. Okay, station number 5 was something I had up on my whiteboard. So this one I actually had 2 charts. One was for the students and one was for the parents. So this was something kind of like a hopes and wishes type of thing. So for the students, and they could obviously, if they're younger, like draw pictures instead of write or have their parent help them write. But I have them put something they're excited to learn. So something they're excited to learn in first grade or second grade or whatever grade you teach. And then for the parents, I had the same thing, but it was, I hope my child will learn. So again, this kind of gets you a chance to see like, what are the kids thinking they're gonna be learning? What are the parents' expectations? What are they thinking for this grade? So it can be a great way to kind of see that ahead of time. Okay, last but not least, station number 6. This one the kids loved because it was a little treat. So I actually have these back to school treat tags in my TPT store for free. I will link it down below in the description. But at this one, all they're doing is picking up a little treat. So I have this little You're a Smart cookie. I do have it for K through 5. So whatever grade you teach, you should be okay. And then I just attach it to a little thing. So I used to use like those little bags of like Chips Ahoy, like the individual bags. And then I would just attach it on there with washi tape. I print the little sign on cardstock, put it on there, and it's like a little treat, a little gift. You could do all kinds of different things. I've done Starburst before, I've done sunglasses before, you know, just a little something to kind of get them excited about school. So that is what I do for these stations when I've done stations. Again, I don't use stations every year. It's just something I've done once or twice, but an idea if you're looking for something different. The next thing that I always do, and I do this whether I have stations or not, is I actually have like a PowerPoint or slideshow playing on loop. I don't know about you, and I know I've shared this before on other things. It seems like at Meet the Teacher, it's like you have no one and it's crickets. And then all of a sudden, like 10 families come at once and they all want to talk to you. And I want to talk to all of them definitely, but you need to try to give everyone their individual time. So having the stations or having something for them to do while they're waiting for you is great because you want to give everyone their one-on-one. So what I've done in the past, and I'll do this every year, is I have a slideshow up on the projector board or whatever you guys project on, and it's just on loop. So it's things like welcome to the classroom. And then it's also giving some like important tips and reminders. So it might be like, hey, first day of school is this day. It starts at 7:20. We line up on spot C8 or whatever it is that you need to tell them. Lunch is at this time. We have PE the first day. Whatever kind of things you want to tell them. Make sure you bring your backpack. It's just good to kind of have those little reminders up there, and it also gives people something to look at while they're waiting to talk to you. And it kind of goes over some of those tips and things that you want to make sure you tell parents. This is an idea that I got from teammates at my school that I'm at. Another thing I do for Meet the Teacher is oftentimes kids are bringing a lot of supplies. I tend to do some items that are community supplies, especially when I had tables. There will be more individual this next year when I have desks, but oftentimes like there's certain things like tissues and Post-it notes and like Clorox wipes and pencils and things like that where it's more of a shared community supply. So what I do in the room is I have those little crates, those like Target college crates, and I actually put signs on them. So like it might say pencils, one sign on another one might say glue sticks or Kleenex, whatever it is. And then I have them kind of laid out in the front of the room. This way, when people come in with their supplies, they know, okay, I put the Post-it notes in here. Okay, I put this in here. And it makes it a lot easier as well for me when I'm trying to put all the supplies away if things are kind of organized and grouped. So that's one idea, especially for shared supplies and when parents are bringing a lot of those kinds of things in at Meet the Teacher. I hope you found these Meet the Teacher tips and ideas helpful. As I said, there's a billion different ways to do it, but these are some ways I've done it over the years. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. And like I said, I will be tagging that free treat tag so you can see that. And then I'll also tag some Meet the Teacher blog posts in case you want to see a little more information on anything I talked about today. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at teamjclassroomfun. And I will talk to you guys later.